Night, and we are here to stream and to get some tarot readings in. I'm going to try some different decks tonight. I know I want to do the Universal Celtic or Celtic Tarot, so that is going to be some fun. Sort of waiting for people to join right now and find out what questions people have for the stream. Always fun on Monday night to just sort of jump in and find out what's happening. Monica, hello. Monique, CM, Dial-Up 44. I have not seen you before. Welcome, Dial-Up. Starry Night. If you have not hit like and subscribe, please subscribe and hit the like button. It helps me greatly, and I also greatly appreciate it. Monica C, what's Dream's attention with me when my finances pick up? Monique, how does the Taurus feel about me? Will you come back and commit? Starry Night, welcome. Joanna's Journey, welcome as well. It's good to see you. Monica C, it's good to see you again. CM, you're here a lot. Thank you for joining all the time. I appreciate it. Chris Ann, welcome back. Good evening to you too. Hello. Rebecca, welcome back. Hi, how's it going? All right, let's jump in with a question. Ray of Sunshine, that's an awesome name. Hello, how's it going? All right, what does the Spirit want to know about my love life? Nasha, welcome. It's good to see you. Chuck Minsify, hello. Good to see you. Welcome back. Joseph, welcome back as well. Good evening to you. All right, well, my finances pick up. How does the Taurus feel about me? What does the Spirit want? Well, Dial-Up 44. How does the Taurus feel about progressive psyche? Hey, how's it going? Let's see, Megan and Harry. Sounds like the start of a movie. It's Diane. Hello. Welcome. It's Diane. Welcome back. I appreciate you joining us tonight. Thanks, everyone, for watching and all of that good stuff. Let's see. DP, how does the Taurus feel about me? How does the Taurus feel about you? Let's find out. We're using the Universal Celtic or Celtic Tarot. Let's see. Do I even have that? I believe so. Yeah, it's this one. So it's Universal Celtic or Celtic Tarot. Depends on how you like to pronounce it. Different people pronounce it different ways. Find out how the Taurus feels about you. And of course, we need to get rid of that screen. Of course, we need to switch to the love screen. Find out about love on the love screen here. All right. How does the Taurus feel about me? Impart Seats. Hello. How are you? It's good to see you. Nguyen, it's good to see you as well. Just Jess. Hey, how's it going? Welcome. I got a lot of new people today. It's good to see you. Shimimzi, it's good to see you as well. Welcome back. And Emily Fitch, welcome back. It's so good to see you. Impart Seeds, it's good to see you again as well. All right, so we're finding out for a DP, how does the Taurus feel about them? So what do you think? We got the Nine of Cups and Eight of Cups. I mean, we got some pretty stable cards here. Nine of Cups, Eight of Cups is fairly stable. Two of Wands, again, fairly stable with that domain, that fiery influence, but it's a fire balanced, right? That's all about the Two of Wands. We have that fiery influence, but it's a fiery balance. Also sort of represents the two with maybe some choices, maybe some things that are wavering back and forth. And the King of Swords. So we can draw another card just to throw down on the King of Swords as well. We get the Four of Cups. So it looks like the King of Swords and the Four of Cups combination there at the end. So let's sort of read this and see how the Taurus feels about DP. So the first one, the Nine of Cups, is more of a good feeling, and we get to the Eight of Cups, which is just sort of almost a diminishing feeling as well. So we have this good feeling, or this positive attitude, this positive feeling towards you, some good emotions, some good things coming out. There does seem to be just sort of an exit strategy in some respects, but I don't think that's implemented. In other words, there does seem to be some hesitancy with hanging out a lot. There does seem to be some things that they want to do other than, other than the relationship. It's almost like they sort of want another relationship or a different type of relationship than what they're getting, but it doesn't affect the stability. We have rock solid stability across, but we do have, some element of, I wonder if the grass is greener on the other side. Vanity, hello, my accurate psychic readings. Welcome. It's so good to see all of you again. So we do have, is the grass greener on the other side? And that's, sort of a feel for that, or a little bit of a feeling towards that. But I don't think that's an actionable feeling. In other words, I don't think that's something that they really want to just take action on. The Eight of Cups really doesn't just progress to me like that would be something, because the Nine of Cups is supposedly the best card in the deck, right? The best card in the deck, you got it. How do they feel about you? The best card in the deck really sort of rocks it, puts it in perspective, and gives a real positive outlook towards that. The Two of Wands, there is some stability in there. They do want a stable sort of interaction or stable relationship. They don't want things that are unstable. Stability is going to be naturally a good thing for them. And you see that with the Two of Wands, a stable fire across fire within the Thoth deck and whatnot, right? So the Two of Wands, the domain, and you get that feeling from the Taurus being a Taurus, right? A Taurus is going to want stability, and that's reinforced with the Two of Wands. A Taurus is going to want stability. I don't think they're going to take action on the grass is greener. At the end, we have the King of Swords and the Four of Cups. You're looking at sort of, that wealth, or that solidity of the Four of Cups. But at the same time, you have, again, we're back at not really the hesitancy, but more of a, just sort of a satiation. They sort of satiated with a lot of things that are within the relationship, but, they do want some variety. They do want some change, but there is sort of pretty solid. Overall, I think that how they feel about you is great. I mean, the chart with the Nine of Cups, that's going to be the best card in the deck, right? Progressive Psyche. Sid, welcome back. It's good to see you, Sid. Chuck Mitzvah, welcome back as well. See, your current crush is in your life for a reason. What that reason is. Impart Seeds. So you keep asking, okay, keep the objective of the cards to draw. When will we find and purchase our first home? Let's do that. For Impart Seeds, we'll switch back to the regular, boring, old layout that we have here and figure out about Impart Seeds. And I have no idea what the title of the stream is. I forgot to update that. Let's see. So we'll say IS. Well, no, we'll go Seeds. Seed wants to know when will find and buy home. Okay, we'll do that. When we find and buy home. By the way, if you haven't looked at my videos, I have my Oracle deck. I'll show you how to use that. I'm going to make a series on how to use my Oracle deck, and it's going to be exciting because you're going to see step by step. So I have a demo right now where we lay down 3 cards and we get like 20 minutes of conversation just based upon 3 cards. So it's going to be really exciting. I'm all excited to release this, get this printed, get the book printed, show you all the good stuff, and get this on Kickstarter. We only have 2 weeks to go. 2 weeks to go before it's on Kickstarter, and you can grab one for yourself. And hopefully you grab one, because I want as many people as possible to have this cards and check it out and have fun. That's a lot of art that I did. That was a lot of time invested to do that stuff. I did not realize how much time it would require, but yeah, we're looking at about 250 hours probably. T. Yvette, welcome. It's so good to see you. Thanks so much for doing the reading. You're welcome. Summer Indigo Child, awesome name. Welcome. It's so good to see you. Heidi, welcome as well. It's good to see you back, Heidi. And Sid, of course, it's good to see you. Thank you for all your comments, Sid. I greatly appreciate all that stuff. All right, so Sid wants to know, when will we find and buy a home? So you're reading this for yourself, and you're not making much progress, it seems, right? So, yeah, I know, Chuck Mystify. Yeah, I know, I saw your question, and I will do that. I just need to get some stuff organized first. There's a lot of stuff going on. All right, when will we find and buy a home? You obviously have been looking. It's one of the things to where you need to find the right place. I think your issue is the right place. It's not really a matter of finding a home. Finding a home is easy. Finding a home is extremely easy. It's all about the beautiful one. Oh, that's an awesome name. Welcome. Finding a home is easy. It's extremely easy. You can get on a variety of apps and just find homes all day. No problem whatsoever. I think what you're looking at is you're looking in the wrong place. I think you need to expand where you're looking. And I say that because of the Hanged Man. We have that different perspective, or that different look. You know what I'm saying? The Hanged Man is a new perspective. It seems like you need to look at a different place. maybe a little bit farther out, maybe a little bit farther west than what you're actually looking for. But once you look at a different place, I think you'll find a good home. The judgment, look at new homes as well. Once you find a place that you think would be appropriate, once you find a place that's going to be pretty reasonable, start looking at some of the new homes as well. See if you can get a deal on these new homes. New homes in a lot of areas are not selling well. You may be able to find a new deal. And I say that because of judgment, right? That rebirth, that newness. And the newness, I think, could lead you to a new home that's going to be reasonably priced, and it's going to be priced at a level that you're comfortable with, and it's going to be something that you can go and get, right? You can go and get. So we have look at different places, maybe look slightly west than what you're looking for. And I say slightly west because this is sort of all sort of hanging, sort of going this way with the arm going the west way. And then look at new. Make sure that you look at new. See if you can get a deal. A lot of times they'll list it at a certain price, but you can get them down to a better price. They'll have deals, they'll have incentives and stuff like that. So judgment, that newness, that rebirth, make sure and look at the new homes as well. So we have the Seven of Pentacles. Now this is about planting things and growing things and harvesting things as well. Make sure that you have the money ready that you need, or make sure that you can find the money. In other words, look out loans, see if you can get a loan. People have home loans or loans for a new mortgage, or loans for mortgage are going to be pretty reasonable price. See if you can find a loan, see if you can find a bank to help you out, as well as sort of do your research with the money. Make sure the money's there. Make sure that you have enough money, and make it a reasonable amount of money to where you can go spend and get a home. And I think that's really going to help as well. And, look again with different apps, or talk to different people. Some people will recommend an area. Okay, here's some, well, this is totally non-tarot. Totally non-tarot. If you're buying a home, write this down. This is the number one tip that I just made up. But basically I did it because I didn't know what I was doing. Go on Facebook to the town that you want to buy from. So if I want to buy from San Diego, join the San Diego General Chat Facebook group and read it. And when you do, read away. And what you'll find is people posting complaints about car break-ins, home break-ins, or people just bickering about whatever they bicker about. If you don't see any bad things in the Facebook group, it's probably because there's not many bad things happening. And I say that because people in the Facebook group a lot of times just like to air out their grievances about the city, or air out their grievances about this stuff. Anyway, totally non-related to tarot, but I eliminated 2 towns, and I'm glad I eliminated them because they were high crime, and I didn't know. I went on, it didn't look like high crime when I went on the police sites. Anyway, but yeah, get on the Facebook groups and see what they're saying. So anyway, just do all that, and let me know how it goes. Again, finding houses is easy. Everybody wants you to buy their house. So it's just a matter of looking slightly west, looking at a different area, maybe do a new map, talk to some people, and try new and see how that goes. That is where can I buy these cards? That is a Light Seers Tarot. There you go. It is by Chris Ann, not the Chris Ann in chat, a different Chris Ann. This Chris Ann, I think the Chris Ann in chat does not have an E and doesn't have a dash either. So the Light Seers Tarot, and I'm not really sure where you can get it. Oh, no, you can get it on Amazon, but make sure you get a good copy on Amazon. They had some corrupt copies that were broken and all that. Yeah, Chris Ann, let's see. Well, speaking of Chris Ann, let's see. Valentina, welcome back. It's so good to see you. Naisha, welcome back as well. Amy, it's good to see you again as well. Chris Ann, can you tell me what I need to know to do what I'm not doing to finally get my practice going? Will I get the money? Huh. What am I going to do? Carlos Sagittarius with a relationship. I'm Scorpio. What's going to do Carlos? May I have a general reading, please? We'll do just Jess. Just Jess wants to do a general reading. We'll pop out a general reading for 2020. What do you think about that? Just Jess. We'll do JJ. General 2020 reading. Why did I put a question mark on it? JJ, General 2020 reading. Let's do a good deck for this. You know what I really like, and I have not used in a while, the, where'd it go? The Encore Tarot. Encore Tarot, Ciro Marchetti. Everybody loves these. They're so beautiful. You can tell I like Ciro Marchetti because I have his cloth here. I have 4 of his cloths, and they're getting kind of old, and but that's okay. They got rips in them now. I've taken them to too many psychic fairs, and they're sort of used. They're well used. They're well used. I just refer to that as warmed up. The claws are now warmed up, and I think that's okay. So let's look at this and see what we have. All right, I do want one more card. I don't know why I want one more card. I like big spreads, and I cannot lie. Those other tarot readers can't deny. So I do want to see what we have. So general reading, starting out with the Six of Swords. Looking at a bit of sort of this, it's almost like we have, well, do we have really travel, really? No. So that doesn't make sense in the other respects with all this. So we'll go with it. You have basically some money coming from something that you've invested in. This is going to be important for you in 2020 because 2020 is not going to be like a big moneymaker for you. Not going to have a bunch of different things, but you have an investment or you have a hobby that can be turned into money as well. And I think that you have some money coming. Not a huge amount, not a lottery winnings, but you do have some money coming at the beginning of the year, about February, March-ish. Again, we're looking at the Six of Coins, sort of that gift, sort of that money exchange, along with travel. It's almost like either you just finished travel or you're experiencing travel right now. There's some travel related thing that you're sort of going through, and that is sort of with the Six of Swords. The Swords also sort of represents sort of a relief or sort of a benefit from communication. Again, a benefit from communication, almost like you just finished some travel and a little bit of money coming. So you do have a benefit of communication. In other words, if you've been talking to somebody, if you've been communicating with somebody, and it hasn't really panned out yet, I think 2020 is the first of 2020 is going to be the time that pans out and it really comes to a head, and I think everything is going to be kind of cool with that. So again, a little bit of money coming, not lottery winnings, not anything like that. So I mean, don't get all frightened about that. I do think about mid-year you're going to come into an issue with sort of either family or the person that's significant to you. You're going to come into sort of an outs with that person. It's going to be a bit of a challenge to try to communicate with them. They really don't want to hear what you have to say. You're going to be sort of in an argumentative state, and it's going to be difficult because you're just going to want to communicate. You're going to want to get this resolved, and it's not really going to be that easy to do it. It's not really going to be that easy to sort of move into that space or sort of get that out of the way type thing, right? So that's going to be sort of a difficulty. About mid-year, June, July, you're going to have an outs with either family members, someone significantly close to you, and all that other stuff. You do have relationship opportunities. Not sure if you're in a relationship now. You have relationship opportunities coming about the end of the year. And we have two different cards that sort of point into that direction. This is going to be sort of this odd, almost an Aquarius type feeling, an Aquarius type person. Grab Linda Goodman's sun sign, learn about Aquarius. It's going to be an Aquarius style and an Aquarius type person that you're going to have an opportunity for a relationship for. If you want to jump into that, that's going to be okay. The person could have a bit of money. They do want to hold on to their money. They're a bit too obsessive with money in many respects. Sort of odd for an Aquarius. It could be an IT person. It could be someone that does technical things. But you do have a love opportunity sort of the end of the year. Do you want to jump into this? I'm not really sure. I don't really get a good vibe from the Four of Coins being the last thing in there, that greed as well. It does have some links to, let's say, Fortuna or some incoming money as well, but I think the person really wants to hold on to it. So they could have a bit of wealth. They could want to be holding on to it. They could be a little too obsessive with that. So if you want to jump into that or not, that's up to you, but you do have the opportunity coming towards the end of the year, and that is what I see. And let's see, Fancy Dress, welcome back. It's so good to see you. Catherine Holm, welcome. It's so good to see you. And Nexus, my favorite dungeon name ever. I was in the Nexus, I think, Sunday? I was in the Nexus. I had to do a daily dungeon. And I got the Nexus. And I thought of you, Nexus. Nexus, I thought of you. Where is he on the chat? I thought of you, Nexus. So that is very funny. Let's see. All right. So we did that. My sweetie turns 40 today. How awesome. Can I get an overview for his coming year? He is a Capricorn. We just did a year summary. We're going to go to something else. Carlos, Sagittarius with our relationship. I'm Scorpio. Valentina, can you clarify? What's going to do Carlo, Sagittarius with our relationship? So you're asking, Carlo is a Sagittarius, and you're asking, what is he going to do with your relationship? I'm kind of confused. So you just keep saying the same thing over and over. I just need some clarification. And there it is again. Vanity 20, hello, how's it going? Will I get approved for the apartment that I want? That is a good question. Let's find out. And let's see. So we'll call you V2, not Viat. Let's see. He's my boyfriend. Okay, so you're wondering what he's going to do? Is that the question? Will I get approved for the apartment? All right, let's see about approval for the apartment. We're going on a rocky moment. Oh, okay, I get you. All right, let's see for this. That, you know, this is an apartment. What is a good apartment deck? I think this might hurt tarot. Because, you know, you're moving into an apartment, carrying those heavy boxes. This might hurt. And this might hurt tarot is a good one for it. I'm about to tell him about my job, so I don't know what's going to happen. Okay, you think the relationship is going to tank when you tell him about your job? I'm not sure. So is your job that bad? All right, let's find out about the apartment. Are you going to get that apartment? Helen Dahl, welcome. If you have not hit like and subscribe, please hit the like and subscribe button. It helps me quite a bit. It really does. And I appreciate all of you watching. I think we had 35 people at the peak, and that is awesome for Monday night. Thank everyone so much for coming out and hanging with me and just being a part of the stream. I like hanging out with all of you, obviously, because I'm here. If you haven't watched my Kickstarter, by the way, it's over there. Link in the chat for the Kickstarter. Did I press the button? Link in the chat for the Kickstarter, I think. I don't think it's working. Oh, well. I tried. I did press the button. I swear I pressed the button. Watch it have like 50 of the things going at the same time. Okay, anyway, no link for the Kickstarter. Search for the Kickstarter and figure out where it is. All right, let me try it now. My Stream Deck is not working. So will you get the apartment? Will you get the apartment or not? Let's find out. So we have the Five of Pentacles. That, you know, that doesn't look too good. We have the Four of Cups, not really too good. And then we have the Three of Swords, not really too good. I have a lot of negative cards in here. For Christina, welcome. It's good to see you. Helen Dahl, good to see you as well. Well, you know, the Five of Pentacles, not really good. Three of Swords, not really good. So the Fool and the Four of Cups. The Fool is obviously not going to be a bad card. It's not going to be a half bad card. It's going to be pretty good. It does indicate sort of movement or a new adventure. I think that you're not going to get this apartment. You're going to get a different apartment. Suze, welcome. It's good to see you. So, yeah, it looks like that you're going to get a different apartment. And again, the Fool is being mistreated. He's mistreated, right? Or what's the proper term? He's just mistreated. He's mistreated by the Three of Swords, the Five of Pentacles. Four of Cups, maybe not so much. Four of Cups maybe be recoverable, but again, we're moving into the Fool. I think you're going to get a different apartment. I don't think the apartment that you're looking for may be possible to get, or you think you're going to have some difficulties getting it. But the Five of Pentacles, one of the big things about the Five of Pentacles as well is just about the, you know, the homeless or the lack of a place to be, or that isolation we have in the cold type thing. And we are looking at winter. It sort of is giving us a not so subtle hint, just sort of a, you know, sort of a hammer on the head a bit, you know, not so subtle Five of Pentacles, being outside of where you want to be, being cold, etc., being that you're not going to get that particular apartment. I do think you are going to get another apartment. It could be even better. So don't, you know, so, and again, this is entertainment purposes only, by the way. Never make any life decisions based upon some random dude on YouTube. Don't do it. So, again, I don't think you're going to get it. I don't think you're going to get it. I think you're going to get a different opportunity, a different apartment. And I think it's going to work out. Maybe the new apartment is a little better. You never know. So, but yeah, it looks more promising for a different apartment. But we do have the Fool. We don't have all negative cards. We do have a movement. You are definitely going to be moving. But again, a different apartment. Four of Cups sort of points to this not going to be the one that you want, right? It's not going to be the one that you want. You're being offered this apartment almost, and you just kind of refusing it. So it could be a situation as well where the apartment that you want comes back with some term, or you read the lease, or something happens and you're not too thrilled with it. It could be a lot of different factors, and the Four of Cups sort of could point to that as well. So anyway, that sort of points out that. But I hope you get the apartment that you want. I moved into an apartment. I thought I wanted it, but then it had terrible internet. The apartment was great. It had terrible internet, and I couldn't stream and all this other stuff, so it was just a mess. It was just a mess. Valentina, Carlos Sagittarius relationship. Okay, so Valentina sort of cleared it up. Thank you, Valentina, for clearing that up. We're going to switch to the love screen for this one. And we're going to try Valentina's question. Thank you, Valentina, for clearing that up. I greatly appreciate it. Let's see, Valentina. Let's see. What's Carlo? Well, let's call him C. C gonna do after I tell him about job. So what is C gonna do after you tell him about a job? And again, entertainment purposes only. Please don't make any relationship decisions based upon some random dude sitting here. Random dude sitting here. Don't do it. So we'll try that out. We'll try the Thoth. The Thoth would be a good Carlo news break. Carlo Newsbreak kind of reading, right? You never know what Carlo's going to think after you tell him about the job. So this will be the last reading with ending saying we're here every night. If you didn't get your question answered tonight, we're here every night. We got the same people here every night too. We got wonderful people here that are here a lot. Valentina's here a lot. Let's see. Sid is here all the time. I love you, Sid. Sid, you're my friend. Let's see, got a bunch of people. Catherine Holm is here a lot. Thank you, Catherine, for joining us. Greatly appreciate it. And see how this is going to work out. Well, that's upside down. That's sort of good news there. So what is it going to do when you tell them about the thing? It looks like the initial reaction is not really going to be all that positive. I mean, it looks like their initial reaction is not going to be that positive, and we can tell that. We can tell that. That's pretty obvious here from the. It just looks like a bit of a dry emotional moment. It looks like something's really not gonna sit well at first. Going to be one of those situations where you're just going to have to break the news, and in a reasonable manner, or break the news a bit lightly. You definitely want to approach the news about the job with a bit of care and a bit of caring as well. So just be cognizant that Carlo may not be too thrilled about it. We have a not too thrilled about it card sort of coming in. And a lot of that, chill. Thank you so much for the subscription. I greatly appreciate it. So break it easy. Come in easy. Come in lightly. Don't be harsh about it. Don't just be blunt. Do all that stuff as well. And as well, make sure that the news is accurate. It almost seems like we have some inaccurate news, or we have some facts that aren't quite settled down, or some facts that aren't quite all there. Make sure you have the facts, right? Make sure you have the facts straight before you go in. If you go in and you tell them something and it's not quite accurate and you have to revert, and you've already caused this emotional sort of hit, you're going to be kind of upset. So make sure that you have all the facts. Make sure you have all the details. There are a lot of details that need to be worked out with it before you break the news. So make sure you have it. Make sure you frame it correctly. Make sure you break it easy, and just sort of go in like that. But again, there seems to be some facts that are missing, or some facts that are incomplete. We have some difficulty with facts coming in with that particular news. So hone that down. Get your details right. Make sure from all of that good stuff. Robin, hey, from Texas. I'm from Texas. I'm new, but it seems like I'm here a lot. That's awesome. Thank you so much. A fellow Texan. I'm over here in Texas as well. I think that Carlo is going to recover. This is not a fatal thing. As you can see from here, this is upside down. I think Carlo is going to recover. I don't think this is going to be something to where he's constantly in a bad mood, or it's really going to hit him really hard for a long time. He's going to recover. It's going to be okay. Things are going to sort of progress through. And I don't really see this being a showstopper or a relationship stopper, right? because we do have the world at the end. I think things are going to come around. I think things are going to improve. I know everybody's going to say the world's upside down, but I mean, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. I think that the job thing is going to need some factual information. You're going to have to break it lightly. It's not going to be the end of the world. He's going to recover from it. It's not going to be that big of a deal as you think it's going to be once he sort of comes back into play. But yeah, I don't really think this is going to be a showstopper or something that's just going to terminate the relationship. I don't see anything that would point me to that. I don't see anything that would point me to he's going to get super upset and break up. I mean, it's just not there. We have a couple of reverse cards at the end that sort of point me to the recovery process. Things are going to be a little different afterwards. In other words, the relationship is not going to be the same. Things are going to be a bit different. But overall, I don't see anything hugely negative. I don't see anything hugely positive. I just see some emotions going back and forth, some facts that need to be worked out before it, and just break it lightly, just break it easy. If it's good news, break it easy, come in surprise, come in strong. If it's bad news, come in lightly, come in subtly, but I think it's going to be okay. I don't really see any huge... Oh, Amy, welcome from Texas. A bunch of us from Texas. All right, so, I mean, I'm just saying that it's not going to be as big of a hit as you think it is, and the hit that it does take is going to be recoverable. So anyway, thanks all of you for joining me tonight. I greatly appreciate it. I'm here every night. If you didn't get your question answered, come on back. I will answer it tomorrow, the next day, or the next day, or the next day. Catherine at home, my brother had brain surgery today. Oh, no. I hope he's okay. I hope he's okay, Catherine. All right, we'll pray for him. All right, I appreciate all of you watching me tonight, and thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. Have a great evening.